May kasabihan tayo na ang hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay hindi makakating sa paroroonan. How is that relevant in this particular math problem? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there! Thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, medyo cryptic yung aking intro kanina, pero this video is all about backtracking. This is one of my favorite techniques na ituro. Exclusively dati sa mga live and online review events. Pero this time, again, i-revamp natin yung mga older videos in sa series. This is a new version, including yung mga nagtatanong doon sa page 18 ng ating workbook. I included the problem there na merong percentage. So sabi nila, paano daw isolve pag may mga percentages na involved. Yan ang pag-usapan natin in this series revamp. So even if you've seen yung older video before, this is actually a fresh take on that, and I hope you learned something new pa rin dito. In order for me to explain this better, I'm going to switch over to my PC. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so ito yung ating series revamp sa lesson natin on backtracking. Ang reason for that is kasi we reformatted yung ating workbook. So, dito sa ating bagong workbook, it's actually on page 18. And again, if you're interested to get this, you can find this sa ating Facebook page, yung details kung paano kayo makapag-order, paano mapaship sa inyo. You can find it sa ating Facebook page. You can message us at m.me/Team Lyqa or sa www.facebook.com/Team Lyqa. Okay? Now, another reason kung bakit i-revamp natin ito is because there's an example there na marami sa inyong nag-request kung paano siya i-solve. Now, ang concept ng backtracking works like this. Okay? Kung ano yung nangyari sa problem, kabaliktaran yung gagawin mo doon sa iyong solution. So, it's very important for you to know kung ano yung pinagkaiba at kabaliktaran ng mga operations sa math. So, ang addition, ang kabaliktaran niya would be subtraction. Kapag division, ang kabaliktaran niya ay multiplication, and of course, vice versa. And when we talk about square root, ang kabaliktaran niya ay yung exponent. So, kung pinag-usapan natin is a squared yung kanyang kabaliktaran. So, kung square root of a squared. Doon na umiikot yung concept ng backtracking kasi once you know this, you can solve every problem. Now, I can't stress this enough. This type of question you will encounter in almost every exam. Most people don't know what to do with it, and it's really quite simple if you know the technique. Now, dun sa example that you have on your workbook, again, you can solve this with me. Sabi daw ni sell trinkets at a local bazaar. You spend 150 pesos on cab fare to get to the location. Then you spend 100 pesos on lunch. You manage to sell 7,500 pesos worth of products. Before you leave, the event organizer asks for the 1,000 pesos that you have to pay for rent. If you have a total of 10,100 pesos, at the end of the day, how much money did you have at the start of the day? Now, para mo malalaman kung backtracking ang gagamitin mo sa isang problem, you would see binigay niya yung 10,100 na pera niya sa end of the day. Ang hinahanap ay magkano ang pera niya sa start of the day. If sa problem na binigay sa inyo sa exam ay binigay kung ano yung ending at hinahanap yung simula, you're going to use backtracking. Now, that is entirely to avoid yung paggamit ng formula. Kasi kung gagamit ka ng formula, ang formula mo sa ganitong klaseng tanong would look a little bit like this. You have your x, which is yung pera mo at the start of the day, and then you will start adding every condition. So, that would be x minus 150. Yung quantity na yan, tapos ima-minus mo din yung 100, yung quantity na yan, tapos magdadagdag ka ng 7,500, tapos quantity na naman siya, and then you have to you have to subtract 1,000 bago ka makarating sa 10,100. So again, kung ayaw mong magdumaan sa ganitong klaseng problema or hindi natin kayang gumamit or mag-create ng iyong sariling equation, backtracking is the method for you. Now, what do we do with that? Okay, all you need to do is to write a cross sa inyong scratch paper. Okay, or sa case ng civil service, dahil walang scratch paper, you can write it on your exam booklet. Yung cross na yan, as I would always tell my students, yan ang susi sa maraming mga techniques that I teach, lalo na yung mga exclusive sa live at online review. Kasi ano no, Jesus is the answer. And hindi naman nag-end with that, no? What you have to do is to put in yung information that you have doon sa iyong solution. Now, anong ilalagay ko dyan? Ang una kong ilalagay is yung total na kinalabasan after everything happened. So, kung ano yung pera niya sa ending, yun ang ilalagay mo sa pinakataas sa right side. So, you put 10,100 right there. Next, you're going to take things ng paatras. Kaya nga backtracking yung pinangalan ko sa technique na ito kasi nagsimula ka dyan, uurong ka ng isang sentence. Ang sinundan niyang sentence says this, no? Na before ka umalis, pinagbayad ka ng 1,000 pesos for rent. Na kung nagbayad ako ng 1,000 pesos, anong nangyari? At kung nagbayad ako, nabawasan ang pera ko, so that is minus 1,000. Pero again, yung sinabi ko kanina, ang key sa backtracking na technique is what you do sa iyong kwento, kabaliktaran sa solution. So, kung minus 1,000 dun sa iyong kwento, dito ang gagawin mo would be plus 1,000. Now, you have 11,100. Urong tayo. Sabi, you managed to sell 7,500 pesos worth of products. So, usapang pera, ano nangyari sa'yo? Itong 7,500 pesos ba, nung nakabenta ka, yan ba ay nadagdag sa pera mo o nabawas? Now, dahil kumita ka, nagbayad sila ng 7,500, that would be plus 7,500. At dahil plus yan sa iyong problem, sa iyong solution, magiging kabaliktaran minus 7,500. So, again, kung ano yung nangyari dun sa problem, kabaliktaran dun sa solution. So, dito, ito ay magiging 3,600. Minus ko lang siya sa 11,100. Now, urong uli ako. Sabi, you spent 100 pesos on lunch. Kung nag-spend ako ng 100 pesos on lunch, nagbayad ako, that would be minus 100 pesos here. Dito would be plus 100. So, ang kakalabasan is 3,700. After that, urong uli ako, nag-spend ka na naman ng 150. So, that is again minus 150. Nagbayad ako sa taxi. So, sa aking solution, that would be plus 150. Ang kalalabasan would be 3,850. So, sinolve ko lang siya. Ngayon, dahil wala nang ibang nangyari doon sa problem, yun ang huling nangyari. Or, actually, kung titignan mo yung chronological events, yan ang unang nangyari. Kung umabot na ako sa unang-unang nangyari, yun na ngayon ang magiging sagot. So, the answer is 3,850. So, again, it's much more convenient than putting up an equation and solving for it. Lalo na kung may mga multiplication, may fraction, may percentages na involved. Okay? So, again, ang mga kailangan tandaan, hanapin mo kung ano ang kinalabasan, yung nasa dulo ng kwento. Urong ka ng urong hanggang makarating ka sa dulo. And whatever happened dito sa problem, kabaliktaran sa iyong solution. Now, para hindi kayo maguluhan, if you notice, I put it here, dun sa mismong tanong, naglalagay ako ng sign dito kung yan ay minus, yan ay plus, yan ay minus, or multiplication or division or anything like that. Para lang kapag nag-solve ako, tapos nakita ko yung sagot ko wala sa options, probably may isa ako dyan na nawaglet, pwede ko na siyang isa-isahin. Okay? Now, I want you to try it out for yourself. If you have the workbook, pangalawang example dun sa mga solve these with me would be this. And your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. Okay, so again, binabalik natin yung cross. Okay? And ilalagay natin kung ano yung mga values na pertinent dun sa ating solution. Now, sabi dito, Lizzie spent 5,000 pesos to buy products for her store. Then she managed to triple her remaining money by the end of the day. If she had 17,400 at the end of the day, how much did she have before buying the products? So, ang ending, ang huling-huling pera niya, pagkatas ng lahat nangyari is 17,400. Ilalagay lang natin siya sa taas, 17,400. Urong tayo ng isa, sabi, she managed to triple her remaining money. So, ang triple means times 3. So, nag-times 3 ako dito sa ating kwento. Ang gagawin ko, kabaliktaran sa solution, that would be divided by 3. So, i-divide ko lang yung 17,400 by 3. That would give me 5,800. Tapos, I'll move on to the previous na sentence. Sabi, Lizzie spent 5,000 pesos to buy products for her store. So, kung bumili siya ng 5,000, ibig sabihin gumastos siya or nagbawas siya ng pera sa iyong kwento. Again, opposite ang gagawin mo sa solution. That would be plus 5,000. So, i-add ko lang yan. That would be 10,800. Dahil wala nang ibang nangyari sa problem, that is now my answer. 10,800 pesos. Na kung nagkamali kayo dyan, you probably made an error sa sign or sa operation dito sa side na ito, or nagkamali kayo ng manual ng computation, yun na lang magiging problema ninyo. So again, be very careful, lalo na if you're starting out with this technique. Very important yung attention to detail. So if you have a copy of the workbook, make sure that you practice using the problems dyan din sa workbook na yan. Now, level up tayo ng konti. This problem is a little bit trickier kasi meron tayong percentage dito. Sabi, Ricky is a student. He spent 25 pesos of his allowance on lunch. In the afternoon, his friend paid him back for an old loan and gave him 350 pesos. Before heading home, Ricky spent 160 pesos on a movie ticket. Nagsine siya. And 90 pesos for popcorn. Meron pa bang mga movie houses na 160 lang? Parang wala na yata ngayon, no? If Ricky had 250 pesos at the end of his day, how much is his daily allowance? So, sa araw na yon, ang naging pera niya sa dulo ay 250. Okay, hinahanap yung daily allowance niya before nangyari ang lahat ng mga ito. So, again, same thing lang as before. You start out with a cross. This is the answer. Ilalagay natin yung information. Babalikan natin isa-isa. Okay? So, mag-start tayo sa pera niya sa dulo ng kwento. Sa dulo ng kwento, meron siyang 250 pesos. So, lalagay lang natin dito 250 pesos. Urong tayo ng isang beses, sabi, gumastos daw siya ng 90 pesos for popcorn, so that is minus 90. And of course, minus 160 naman for the movie ticket. Now, some people ask me, pwede po bang pagsamahin ko na lang yan kasi pareho naman niya na naging bawas sa pera niya? Yes, actually. Kasi kung bumili siya ng 160 na movie ticket, 90 pesos na popcorn, that's basically minus 250 yung pera niya, right? Kasi in-add ko lang, 160 tsaka 90, minus 250 yon. So, what I can do instead would be, para isang solve na lang, dadagdagan ko na lang dito ng 250. Pwede yon. That would be 500. Kasi kung iisa-isahin ko rin naman, plus 90 tas plus 160, 500 din naman ang kalalabasan. Okay? I just don't recommend that you use shortcuts kung hindi nyo pa sobrang na-master yung technique. Okay? Now, next sentence, ito yung sinusundan niya. Sabi, nagbayad yung kanyang kaibigan ng 350 pesos. So, tanong kung may nagbigay sa'yo ng pera, nadagdagan ng pera mo, right? So, ibig sabihin nun, that would be plus 350 sa problem. Dito, kabaliktaran ang gagawin natin. That would be minus 350. So, ang kanyang pera na natitira dito sa ating solution is 150. Now, urong tayo uli. Ang sabi, he spent 25% of his allowance on lunch. This is where a lot of people get confused. Kasi, ano pong gagawin ko? Nag-spend siya ng 25%. Meron na tayo ngayong algebra problem, no? Pwede mo kasing gamiting equation dyan would be x yung allowance niya minus 25% of x. So, 25% times x is equal to 150. Again, you can solve it like that. Kung ano man yung lalabas na x, yun ang magiging sagot. Or, what I do when it comes to mga ratio, which I'll discuss din in a new video in the following weeks, is like this. Ang logic ko goes like this. Kung ang kanyang lunch ay 25% ng kanyang allowance, ang ibig sabihin nun, okay, ang natitira lang at this point na pera niya ay 3/4. Now, bakit 3/4? Kasi yung 3/4 is 75%. Now, ano ibig sabihin nun? Kasi kunyari, ang allowance ko buo. Kunyari, ang allowance ko ay 1,000. binawasan ko ng 25%. Yung dati kong 100% na allowance na buo, magiging 75% na lang siya. Okay? Now, bakit yun nagmamatter? Kasi now that I know na ang 150 pala, okay, is actually equivalent sa 3/4 ng kanyang allowance, okay, what I could do would be, number one, to use ratio rotation. Kasi kung 150 ang 3/4, para malaman ko yung buo, all I have to do is to, lalagay ko lang sa tapat nitong 4, yung x. Tapos iikutin ko siya. Ratio rotation. Again, if you haven't seen yung ratio rotation, link ko na lang sa taas. This will be 150 divided by 3. Lalabas 50 times 4, the answer would be 200. So the answer here would be 200 pesos. Now, just to check, okay, just to check, pwede nating tignan, ano ba ang 25% ng 200? Ang 25% 200 is basically 200 divided by 4. That would be 50. Now, if you notice, 200 minus 50 is indeed 150. So, tama tayo doon. 200 ang sagot. Now, again, you can solve it using like, itong formula like this. It's actually going to be the same. Pero ako, mas preferred ko yung method ng ratio rotation. Okay? So, babalik tayo dun sa technique natin sa percentages, sa ratio. Again, that's the reason why I tell you guys, itong mga playlists ko, mga videos that I made on YouTube, they kind of interact in a way kasi fundamentals muna and then nag-advance tayo sa mga ibang mga techniques. And yung same techniques na yun, ginagamit natin for different types of problems. Okay? So, yan yung tamang solution for that. Alright? Now, okay. Again, you can use yung formula. Kung kaya ninyo na ilabas yung formula, go ahead and do that. Pero for those who want a faster way or an alternative to using algebra, this is for you. But hindi ko sinasabi na ito lang yung tamang daan. Ang sinasabi ko lang, kung hindi kaya ng algebra, this would be an option. Alright? Now, in order for me to see kung natutunan kayo or for you then to gain your confidence would be for you to have a quick quiz. There are 2 problems dito sa quiz na ito. I'll give you time to answer them. So, be ready with your pen and paper. And after that, we will solve it together. Your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. So let's start with the first one. Ang sabi dito, Billy collects baseball cards. He doubled it in the first quarter of 2017. Then he bought 13 more after a month. In September, he sold most of it, leaving him with only a third. After Christmas, he sold 5 more. If he was left with 30 cards, how many cards did he start the year with? So again, dito lang tayo again sa cross, because Jesus is the answer. We'll go with yung number ng cards niya at the end of the year. Ang sabi sa dulo, he was left with 30 cards. So, ibig sabihin, after everything happened, lahat ng ito sa ating paragraph, ang nangyari, ang ending niya, 30 cards na lang. So, ilalagay natin yung 30 sa taas. Okay? Next, sabi, he sold 5 more. So, kung nagbenta siya ng 5, you always have to ask yourself, kung ako yung nagbenta, nadagdagan or nabawasan na ba yung cards? Na kung nagbenta siya, yan, ang cards niya ngayon ay nabawasan. So, that would be minus 5 in the story, plus 5 ngayon sa ating solution. So, this will be 35. Urong pa tayo. Sabi, he sold most of it, leaving him with only a third. Now, yung iba, baka nahintuan kayo dito sa leaving him with only a third. Now, ang best tool ninyo sa exam would be, pwede nyo i-translate into Filipino or kung ano man yung iyong native language. Kung ito ay tatagalugin ko, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, binenta niya daw yung mga cards niya, ang natira ay 1/3 na lang. Okay? So, 1/3 ang natira. Now, how do I solve it? Here's the trick. Okay? Kung hindi kayo sure kung dinivide mo ba siya, minultiply mo, add or anything, all you have to do is to imagine a number. Now, for example, kung ako, ang cards ko ay 30. Okay, mas dali lang kasi dapat multiple or divisible by 3 kasi 1/3 na pinag-uusapan, no? Kung 30 ang cards ko at ang natira ay 1/3 lang niya, ang 1/3 ng 30 ay 10, right? Now, tanong, anong ginawa ko sa 30 para maging 10 siya? So, you'll start thinking. Hindi naman minus 20, no? Kasi hindi yun ang pinag-uusapan. Pinag-uusapan a third. So, ano nangyari dito? 30 divided by 3. So, ibig sabihin, if you sell things and you are left with only a third or 1/3 na lang ang natira, pwede mong i-minus 1/3 nun or i-divide mo na lang sa 3. So, yung divided by 3 ngayon, yun ang nangyari dito, na divide by 3. Naiwan na lang yung 1/3. So, dito sa solution ko, that would be times 3. And this will be 105. Now, urong tayo uli. Sabi, he bought 13 more. So, kung bumili siya, nadagdagan siya ng 13, dito magiging minus 13 yan. Kung minus 13 yan, that would be equal to 92. Okay? So, kung 92 yan, kasi diba, 92 plus 13, that would be 105. Uurong pa tayong isa, sabi nag-double daw siya nung first quarter of 2017. Kung double, that is times 2. So, sa solution natin would be divided by 2. So, kung divided by 2 yan, that would be 46. Now, may nangyari pa bang iba? Kung wala na, yun na yung sagot. So, the answer is 46. 46, dinoble ko, naging 92. Bumili ako ng 13, nagdagdag ako, that would be 105. Binenta ko, naiwan 1/3, that would be 35. And kung ako ay nagbenta ng 5, magiging 30 na lang. So, the answer is 46. Alright? So, again, it's all about taking it one step at a time. Now, next. Ito, number 2 natin, sabi, Terry's Tire Shop started out with just a few employees. After its first year of operations, the number of employees was tripled. After 1 more year, 6 employees left the company. The next year, they added 24 more employees. After that, the conglomerate bought half of the company and took half of the current employees with them. If Terry's Tire Shop ended up with 27 employees, how many did they have when they first started? So, ayan, empleyado ang pinag-uusapan. And pagdating nyo sa exam, totoo yan, hindi naman laging pera yung nasa backtracking. Minsan empleyado, minsan produkto, minsan cards that they collect. So, anything na merong kwento na sinusundan, binigay sa yung ending, hinahanap yung simula, backtracking ang way to go. Now, start tayo mag-solve. Again, cross tayo. Jesus is the answer. Tanong, ilan ang empleyado sa dulo ng kwento? Now, it doesn't have to be the number na huling minention. If the problem starts with this, okay, it will still be 27 na ilalagay natin sa taas. Kasi again, it's not the last number na na-mention. It's what happened after everything happened. Ano yung pinaka-end result? Ano yung end result nung proseso na yun na mahaba? Kung ilan sa dulo or ilan sa ending, yun ang ilalagay mo sa taas. Okay? So we start with 27. Urong tayo, sabi, a conglomerate bought half of the company, so binili yung kalahati ng kumpanya, kinuha rin yung kalahati ng employees. So again, dito na naman tayo sa terminology na hindi direct. Again, you will ask yourself, ano nangyari kung kinuha yung kalahati? Now, may term tayo sa Filipino yan, yung nangalahati. Now, if anything is nangalahati, alam mo na dinivide mo siya sa 2. Now, kung hindi yun natin nakuha yun, again, you can dream of a number. So, kunyari, kung 100 ang employees ko, kinuha yung kalahati, ang kalahati na 100 ay 50, ang matitira ay 50 na lamang. Anong ginawa ko sa 100 para maging 50? That is divided by 2. So, ibig sabihin, what I have to do here would be to multiply it by 2 kasi kabaliktaran siya nung nangyari sa problem. So, that would be 54. Urong ako ng isang more. Sabi, they added. So, nagdagdag ka ng 24. So, kabaliktaran, minus 24. That would give you 30. Urong tayo. Sabi, 6 employees left the company. So, kung umalis yung mga employees, that would be minus 6. So, ibig sabihin dito, magdadagdag ako ng 6. So, plus 6. 36. Urong tayo. Sabi, the number of employees was tripled. So, kung tripled, that is times 3. Kabaliktaran nun is divided by 3. That would leave us with 12. Okay? Now, may nangyari pa ba? Wala na. So, ibig sabihin 12 na ang sagot. 12 ang ating final answer. I hope you got that right. Okay? So, again, look for kung ano yung number na kinalabasan ng buong kwento and then urong ka from the end. Yan ang technique na backtracking. Alright? Now, I hope you got both answers na tama. Kung hindi, don't worry. I'll be posting more questions on my Instagram account. So, if you don't follow me at Lyqa Maravilla for the quick quiz function. Sa Instagram story, meron dong quick quiz. That's where I upload new questions. And para ma-drill kayo dun sa mga alam nyo na. That's a great way then for me to know if natututo kayo. So, I hope makita ko ang inyong Instagram handle dun sa susunod na quick question that I post on backtracking. Sana isa kayo sa tama dun sa mga makikita ko dun. Alright, hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure to share this video with your friends na mag-exam din sila. That way, marami tayong matulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers that I made, join the online or live review events, you can go to my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Team Lyqa for more information. Thanks guys for watching. As we always say dito sa Team Lyqa, never stop learning. Aja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video and bye for now.